Alright, YouTube, so the wholesaler who purchased this Jeep at auction, the one with the gas tank falling out and the transmission pan ready to do its thing, he was already prepared to do the gas tank support shield. It's actually not just a skid plate, it supports the gas tank, the fuel tank. So he definitely wants the transmission pan serviced so that he doesn't have to buy, the person who buys this, a transmission shortly after they purchase it, from the trans pan spilling its guts on the ground and then the customer continuing driving. So it grenades the transmission. So check me out. We're gonna see how crispy it really is. So there, right? So it didn't take much for it to start leaking. And you should never be able to puncture a transmission pan or any oil pan or anything with a simple poking around. Look at that. With a simple poking around of a drill bit. So, I mean, that'll help me drain the trans pan because there's no drain plug on this trans pan. Like I just poked it with this and it just went right through it. That doesn't surprise me. This is called spilling its guts for all you people out here who don't know how important transmission fluid inside the transmission is versus on the ground.
Yes, it's just pretty cooked.
Yeah. So while that's urinating in my drain pan here, I will start to unbolt the trans. They actually call it an oil pan, some of these manufacturers, but I call it a trans pan. Some say oil pan, I say trans pan.
I mean, it is some type of oil.
Yeah.
It makes sense, but...
You say potato and I say potato?
Exactly, but it's transmission fluid. You don't call it...
You say punani and I say punani?
I'd only call it... Even then, depending on the transmission, I'd still call it trans pan. I mean, technically, a manual transmission, it's gear oil, so yes, technically it's an oil pan.
Yeah. Well, some of those manual transes take just regular ATF.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if Synchro Mesh is still in business, but a lot of the guys back in the 90s would put Synchro Mesh in their manual transmission, and it looked like ATF to me.
You know,
so they can get into gears. I don't know.
I don't know about newer Hondas, but older Hondas, when I did the manual swap on my hatch, it said that you can use 5W30 engine oil for gear fluid.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I just filled the car shit.
Yeah. In a manual trans, it's lubricant.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's lubricant. So I wonder if I should just use my 3/8 snapper on this and not beat the crap out of my problem is I'm not going to be able to get it in those secret spots over here. Transmission fluid is not a lifetime fluid. There is no such thing as a lifetime fluid. Well, I would say the blood in your body is a lifetime fluid. And even then, sometimes people need blood transfusions, right?
Yeah, but your body naturally cycles back.
Yeah.
That's not like you make it once and you're good for the rest of your life.
Well, almost. Some people never have blood transfusions.
Well, but my point is you're still producing more blood throughout your life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're losing blood.
Yeah, but it's still recycling itself. It's a constant oil change.
It's constant oil change. I like that one. I like that one, Caleb. That was a good one. Hey, thanks.
Well,
Bringing my flashlight over. That was nice of you.
We're grinding pretty bad on the front left. Not yet on the front right. I'd like to do front pads, rotors, and front left caliper.
tractor gears. Yeah. So, caliper rattle, but this is only in bad bed. It's not reachable now. Should be moved out. And then I was going to sweep that bay, but now I'm nominating you. Damn it. Damn slam it. Dang slam it. So we got a van over here that's a medical transportation van. We are grinding for a while on the left front wheel. We have low friction material on the right front wheel, low friction material on the right front wheel. We have rattling rear calipers in the back with brake pads that are just about shot. So our advice is 4 calipers, pads, and rotors in the front, and leave the rear rotors. Yes, we do pad slap on slim occasions, based on my experience, not on a customer's experience. And his minimum repair without pulling it apart would be 1 caliper, pads, rotors, and a set of rear pads. But if we find more problems once we lift the calipers, then it could turn into more. But our minimums are going to be what they are. And then our recommendations are that it is what it is on a vehicle of this age and conditions that it's under. And you can see this is still draining while I'm trying to figure out how am I going to get the last 2 bolts. And I'm going to ninja my way right up. Did you see that? I couldn't see it. Or cut the exhaust pipe.
You're probably better off coming this way.
It looks like that. I'm going to go with my chromies.
I don't even think you need to hit that one. What is it, 10?
Chrome, baby. I'm going chrome. Chrome done. Any of you guys watch that Wade Wilson stuff on YouTube?
No.
You didn't watch Wade Wilson?
Oh yeah, you
That Wade Wilson thing? You know that dude's trying to get out of all that with all his social media followers? He is legitimately trying to use his power, his superpowers, Wade Wilson, to get out of murdering people. Crazy. I mean, it's possible he might. I mean, our government and country and judicial system and justice system
the corruption
does more crazy stuff. Like, we just heard a story today about a woman who was from Venezuela? Where did Frank say his son's wife was from? Someplace outside the country. She wasn't a U.S. citizen. She gets zero support because she did it the right way. In a different time. And I said, well, tell her to leave the country now and come back apart.
Oh, South Africa.
South Africa. Leave the country now, come back through, and then she'll become back rich. But the whole time she's been here, she's gotten goose egg. And they've had to spend money to get her visa and visas and all that stuff. And then now it's all free. Free. So that's what I mean. Our government and our justice system does more asinine shit. And they do nothing to help the right people. Does that make any sense? I don't know. It's off topic a little bit, but you know, this is what's going on in my head. Anyway, so this is still draining. Did you get that bolt with that socket? I guess he didn't. So now I'm going chrome, baby. Specialty tools, specialty sockets makes you a better mechanic. Makes you a better mechanic. So my choices are: 1, cut the exhaust pipe off to speed the process up because I'm an efficient welder, or get up in here straight ninja tell me I grabbed the wrong socket. I'll leave mine. Did I grab the wrong socket? I did. I grabbed the 9. Now, let's do it, baby. That's the ticket right there. Boom. So instead of cutting the exhaust, you use a specially expensive socket. Ready? Now you see why my tools get broken all the time. Because I am Captain Destructor. Captain Destructo. And one more. So if I didn't have these fancy, expensive sockets, I would have to remove the exhaust or cut the exhaust pipe, which is still more work and a pain in the ice. I've done this before. Yeah, baby. So it's still not done draining, and all the bolts are out except for one. So hopefully it doesn't drop in my face. But typically the glue down gaskets aren't usually a problem. Alright. Couldn't find my scraper. This is it, right? So look, that is corrosion and moisture getting underneath the paint in the pan. Isn't that crazy? So there you have it. She's out. And I didn't wind up wearing any of them. So now I'm going to clean up this stuff and stop boring you guys. I'll see you next time.